we now head toward the welterweight ranks. Harry Dwyer, Hunter Darling.
I've heard a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is 3 rounds and the NEF welterweight division. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, holding an amateur record with just 1 defeat, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing 169.8 pounds, fighting out of Brunswick, Maine, Harry Dwyer. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding an amateur record with 1 victory with just 3 defeats, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighed 169.8 pounds, fighting out of Loudon, New Hampshire. Here is Hunter Darling. And the referee in charge of the action, John English.
170 pounds. Dwyer with the orange trunks, the gray and black for Darling. Already throwing punches left and right, and a good solid shot with the right for Darling, already landing flush.
Ooh. Here we go. You can tell Harry is eager to get into that action.
Some good strikes, man. I like the striking tonight. I love the willingness to engage. Nice split right down the middle.
At this pace, I don't think we're going the distance by any means if one hits flush.
Probably not.
I love these fights, man. Right here, you got 2 willing combatants just slugging it out, trading leather. But they're not looking wild while they're doing it. Pretty calculated.
Yeah, these are looking crisp. These combos are looking good.
Nice counter right hand by Dwyer.
Dwyer's just throwing so much force behind those shots, too, on those hooks.
And then he goes back to covering up, right? Like Cam said, it's not wild. It's not, careless. He's throwing his combos, and then he goes back to his guard, and he's got his shield up. See?
Nice combination put together by Darling. He's putting together more than 1-2 punches together. Great level change by Dwyer.
It's a good base. There he is. He's got the leg.
Nice switch to the single.
When you look at these two fighters, too, they both weighed in at relatively the same weight, but Dwyer is just so thick and wide, especially in the upper body. It seems like this is going to be almost a bear hug that's going to be tough for Darling to get out of.
I was going to say that earlier. It's the fight of the physiques almost, but don't be fooled here.
No.
You have guys that are not built like Dwyer, and they come out, man, and the way they flow and the fluidity of their body.
He's got this arm triangle.
There we go.
This is getting tight. This is tight. If he can get his hips off to the left side, Hunter's left side.
See the veins?
He's going out. He looks like he's out.
No, he's waving.
He went limp, but he wasn't out.
He's got to get across that body.
Oh, he lets it go. He gets this reversal. Nice. He's going to go right back for a takedown.
Ooh, knee up the middle.
You could see the veins starting to pop out of the forehead of Darling, but he waved his hand saying, nope, don't end the fight. It's part of the rules meeting, too, that I was taking part of earlier, just listening, and he said, yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. And now he's back up to the feet. Both fighters are.
Man, this Darling kid is tough, man, and he is calm under fire. Those guys are dangerous.
Absolutely. It did look like he went limp there, but clearly he's still in the fight.
That adrenaline dump's got to be something else.
There we go. Another takedown against the cage.
Great job.
What does that cage feel like, too, Cam, when it's just grating on your back?
So, I'm sure Nate Libby is laughing at home right now. Every Monday, I get worked on the cage by Nate Libby over at Evolution Athletics for about an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes. But, man, it's not fun. If you're not training on the regular, cage work, not wall work, not padded wall work, cage work, the pressure of the cage, the grading of the cage, you stacking your opponent and applying so much pressure that, and again, this may sound rough because they're your teammates and everything, but these are the live things that you need to train for. So when you get into these live fights or a live situation like this, and you're feeling that backside of your head grate up against the cage, or your back, your ear gets caught in the cage hole, you're not going to freak out. You know, you've been in these situations millions of times. So I'm glad you asked, because I live through these moments every Monday with Nate, and it's not fun, but I am very grateful because, again, it's like when I get into this moment, I'm going to be calm and I'm going to be ready.
Now you can understand what Hunter Darling was experiencing for a good portion of that round. Now, there was maybe a late punch thrown from Dwyer, Mike. Did you see anything in particular? The crowd oohed because it was really close to the bell.
Yeah, man, to speak on that, it's hard because when you're in there, you may not hear stuff, or your mind's not where everyone else is in their seats, right? We all got this comfortable seat where we're not sweating. We've got the air conditioning. These guys are sweating. Their adrenaline's pumping. You know, they may be hard of hearing, whatever it may be, but
Beautiful switch kick by Dwyer.
he's looking good. He's switching stances.
Darling's doing a good job defending. He at least was able to deflect that kick just a slight bit so it didn't land as flush as it was intended for Dwyer.
One thing I was worried about with Harry is he's holding his hands a little bit lower. He's got a lot of muscle to carry around, so you got to be careful not to gas out with all that extra muscle. It's a lot to bring in there.
And again, this is Dwyer's second fight as an amateur. And when was the last time we've seen him exactly? In 2023?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's been some time. So, again, this could be also like another rerun for a debuting fighter.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm sure he's put in a lot of work, but you can't mimic this that we are seeing firsthand.
For sure. There's nothing like getting in there and competing in front of a live audience. You can't mimic that in a gym. Doesn't matter how much you train.
Good combo there from Darling as he's trying to dissect Dwyer. 5 fighters, 5 fights that had been announced got denied, got pulled out from Dwyer in the last 2 years. Compounding to finally stepping in. Yeah.
That's a crazy number.
I mean, they're probably looking at this guy's photo. I mean, not saying anything bad against his skill, because we're watching his skill set right now, and he is a tough man, and he is very well-rounded. But, I mean, let's be real. You look at his photo, and
he's yoked.
He's intimidating,
He's
you
yoked.
know? So I can see why.
Darling doing a good job. Good piecing him up right there, left and right. You can see the cut over underneath that right eye of Harry Dwyer now.
Man, these men are tough. Both of them swinging. I love Darling's boxing, man. The way he puts his punches together, and the rhythm and combinations, the numbers, the volume that he throws at. And he's not throwing with much behind it. He's looking for speed and volume. So he's probably throwing at like 40, 50, maybe even 60% sometimes as he turns it up now. But as you can see with punch numbers, he's not looking for boom, 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 boom. He's just looking to touch, kiss, and look for that big shot that presents itself.
He's like a sniper, too, though. Tactical, and he's hitting the spot every single time.
And all it is, you see his beautiful body work, too. When he goes in numbers and punches, you can see. And as they say, you puncture holes in the ship, man, and that ship will sink over time.
I like the additional. He throws a kick in, a teep, or a push kick every once in a while. Roundhouse to the body. There's a good knee.
This is a great fight.
This
is
a solid fight.
Very well matched up here. Gotta take our hats off here for Matt and Nick DeSalvo and for matching this fight up.
Hunter Darling, his debut fight in New England Fights, and so far, that was a very good second round for the Lakes Region Valet Tudo member. So I get a second, too. Real stories, real recovery. Recovery CBD isn't about flash or celebrity. It's about results. Built from a life and fitness inspired by personal breakthroughs, they create a line of products that truly support healing and performance. Visit them today at recoverycbd.com. Through 2 rounds, I'll ask you first, Cam. How do you see this one through 2, now entering the 3rd and final round?
Honestly, I am very excited because Darling is shown the comfortability and the relaxation within the fire, and his experience is paying off in my eyes. Dwyer has done everything to not go down. He has looked great, and he arguably could have taken the first round. I believe with his wrestling, he looked great. Now he needs to put punches before the shots because it's starting to look like he's panic wrestling now, and Darling is seeing that coming from a mile away.
For sure. I do think that this is the round that's going to tell the winner. because that first one could be close, right? But I think with the takedowns that Harry's got, that here we go, got the shot. But like you said, it's panic wrestling. It's shooting from a mile away without any kind of combo to start out.
And as we can see, now when that happens, the momentum of the fight increases more in Darling's favor. As we can see, the volume and the intensity of his strikes are picking up now because he sprawled and put Dwyer more on the back foot, which kind of makes it like you have to do something now.
Absolutely, yes.
When its momentum starts picking up like this, especially later on in the fight, great knee up the middle.
That was fantastic.
Poking holes in the ship again, boys.
Fourth straight fight now for Hunter Darling that has gone into the third round. 2 prior went to a decision.
Great uppercut right there.
Yeah, lead uppercut was beautiful. Fluid, too.
The
He is starting to
comfortability.
tee off on Harry.
And he looks like he's got more in his gas tank, too, which is phenomenal for Hunter Darling.
I noticed he stood up before the bell, and Harry was still sitting down, looking a little tired. He's got more in the gas tank.
Good combinations.
Yep.
You can see the blood on the pants, too, of Hunter Darling because he's pieced up Dwyer a couple times and in a great position here, but instead wants to hit him again with another right.
The one thing about Darling that I'm seeing right here as he gets into his punch numbers with combinations, when he starts get going, his hands are hanging a little bit lower than what I would like. And as he's hanging his hands low, throwing with numbers, his chin starts to climb up in the air. So if we're looking for anything that Dwyer can do, one of my personal favorites and something I'm pretty good at is that overhand right, boys.
You've won many a fight, or at least set yourself up to win many a fight with that overhand right.
All about timing, you know?
Man, Harry's got to do something in the next 45 seconds if he wants to solidify this win.
Mike, is there anything you could do to really try to get that knockout if you're in a position like this? What would be going through your head when you feel like you might be down 2 rounds to nothing?
As far as, if I'm a grappler too, so I'm looking for a submission, but with 25 seconds to go, really the fastest way to a win is a knockout, you know.
That's exactly the situation. They both get back into the center of the cage. So this is seemingly Hunter Darling's
There we
specialty.
go.
He does have good wrestling, man.
He's just tired.
Yeah, obviously, like, fighting for your life, man. I mean, anything over 3 minutes is a long time, but 3-minute fight, it's tough.
It's quick. The rounds are so fast. So to be a wrestler, to be a grappler, it's so quick, right? And then to add being exhausted, right, onto that, you gotta count like the damage that he's able to do with these takedowns. Because a takedown, if you just lay there, it doesn't really do a whole lot on the scorecard. You have to add some damage if you're gonna take them down. So, and I do think Hunter was able to do more damage throughout the fight. We'll have to see.
Well, good news for Harry Dwyer. He finally was able to step into the cage for the second time after almost a full 2 years away because all the fights kept dropping, 5 in total. And what a great debut for Hunter Darling, and hopefully not the last time we see him in a New England Fights cage because he has a skill set that is definitely something a lot of fans would like to see.
Yeah, he's exciting, man. He is calm under the fire. I've said that a few times, and I really enjoy that, especially here in the amateur ranks. You don't see that much, man. So that might be something that he himself possesses within his character, and he utilizes that very well. We saw that tonight. You know, it was kind of back and forth a little bit for momentum and who was going to dictate the pace of the fight and apply their fight. And Hunter just outlasted Dwyer, you know, and as we've seen towards the end of the fight, it really started picking up for Darling.
Regardless, love to see both these guys back in the New England Fights cage here in the future, too. For Dwyer, gets in that cage for the first time in a while, and just more experience will definitely help him in his career.
Absolutely, man. I think he's right on the cusp of, you know, if he's able to get more fights is really the big thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges render it 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Hunter Darling. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Hunter. Hunter, what a beautiful performance by you. 3 rounds. It seems like as the rounds went on, you started to find your groove. Is that what it felt like to you?
Yes, sir. Cardio is king, baby. Let's go.
How did it feel to go all 3 rounds, and in every round he was trying to take you down, and you stuffed all of those takedowns? How did that feel?
I knew it was going to happen. I had to prepare for it, and I came prepared.
Nice. Excellent. Beautiful performance by you, Hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner.
Two wins now for Hunter Darling in his debut with New England Fights. Hopefully not his last as well.